Good morning, everyone. Wade Franson here with a sneak peek for our special Thanksgiving show. This show will air on Thanksgiving, November 27th at 8 p.m. Central. And in the studio, I have a guest who was charged for activities on January 6th. Yes, that January 6th. He was indicted on 9 charges, facing 37 years in prison, where Amy Berman Jackson was the presiding judge. And if you know anything about those events, this is not the judge you want to end up in front of. The title of the show is Accountability, Grace, and Redemption. And the reason we're airing it on Thanksgiving is the microcosm of his life and the events that he was part of are actually a macrocosm of the picture of where our nation is at as a whole on this topic of accountability, grace, and redemption, repentance, and turning to God and to the right way. Welcome to the studio, Daniel Gray.
Hey, thank you very much. I am very, very excited to be here, and I'm very honored to be doing a Thanksgiving special with you, so I greatly appreciate it.
Well, in talking about how to present this show and the situation, we wanted to make sure that you get to tell the story your way, because you were at the middle of kind of a media sensation. Everyone in America probably saw a clip of you there on the Capitol, and then you were a kind of a pawn between the media battle between those who wanted to co-opt you and your story for their own purposes. Unpack that for us briefly.
Yeah, so I placed myself in a situation where I ended up in a very, very divisive position. And it was a result of my own actions. Before I move forward, I always have to take accountability for what I got myself involved in. And I found myself on one side with people who were cheering me on and people who on the other side, they had a very negative characteristic of me. And I really struggled with that for a long time. And through a long process, I was under indictment for 4 years. I had some very unlikely allies stand by my side. And it was very transformative for me. And the pathway forward for me was through accountability, it was through grace, and through redemption. And I found it in some of the most unlikely places. And I'm very excited to share that story with you.
Well, and people on both sides ended up being somewhat merciful to you. After the judge ruled, this was deemed to be a lenient sentence. And then when the election happened and President Trump was returned to office, he pardoned you. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes, I was actually pardoned out of prison. So I walked out of prison at midnight on January 21st.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's in a nutshell what this show is going to be about. All those events, what it meant, what it was like to be in the media spotlight nationally at this very fraught time, with people on both sides declaring that the other side was destroying democracy. And at the heart of it is this one man's journey through accountability, grace, and redemption. You do not want to miss Created in the Image of God, 8 p.m. Central on Thanksgiving Day, November 27th. We'll see you there.